Hi, my name is Lena, and I'm 2 days away from my last fight, my last dance. Can't believe I'm saying that, yeah.
Tangy boy, how you feel? Not great. Maybe you been stressing over things just like you would. Nah, I think I'm okay as long as I work hard enough. These people about to feel the wrath of a young and superstar.
Okay, date check, 29th April. Time check, 8:51. Cutting a little bit close to training time. This week has been a really mad rush. I think also I was a little bit under the weather when I woke up earlier in the week. My throat was feeling funny. So the whole of this week, training has been relatively light. Focus a lot on techniques and skills. And yesterday I didn't train also because I had to jump on a flight to Jakarta for a day. And then we landed quite late. A bit madness there. It was a last minute change of terminal. And then once we got to the gate, and then the gate was changed also. But all good, which means landed about 11-ish. So I didn't really get a bed till 12+1, which is way past my bedtime.
What's your usual bedtime?
Please don't laugh. About 10. Actually, I try to get a bed by 10, but I know I will start drifting off to sleep maybe 10:30, 11. Yeah, explains why this morning I'm feeling a bit bloated and puffy. You know, all signs of not enough sleep. But yeah, we'll see how training goes. Quite exciting day today. I'm gonna train with Amir, and then there's also the WMC Amateurs series going on at 2 p.m. So quite excited to catch the new wave of local fighters. Pretty good fight card actually. A couple from Bless, which is the gym that I'm training out of currently. Yeah, I'm not so sure what today's training will be about. Yeah, not many people know. A lot of people who first met me or know me through Instagram, they would normally think that I'm a personal trainer, but I do that on a side hustle. I do have a day job, and I've been doing that ever since I graduated from uni. She did really, really well.
How do you feel? How do you feel about the fight?
Huh?
How did you feel?
I was thinking of Lena Tan. She's my inspiration, my motivation in life. She's my SG top fighter. I got back. No, the truth is, I told her if she doesn't win, I'll push in her face.
Oh, no wonder.
So that's why.
Okay.
So my typical week, I have clients, personal training clients in the morning, starts as early as 6 a.m. and it will end at 8 a.m. And then I'll do some self-training before I get to work. And over the weekend, Saturday is my day off. And then on Sunday, my day starts at 9 and it ends at, sometimes it ends at 1, sometimes it ends at 3. But it's a full day of personal training. And it's between strength conditioning and also Muay Thai. Okay, date check, 6 May, time check, 9:52, which means running late, but it's okay. Just feeling a little bit tired today. I trained last night as well. Throat's feeling a bit funny. I think I recovered from the last time I was having sore throat, but right now, like, this whole part feels very inflamed. But the good thing is, later in the afternoon, we're going to Spear. So I'm going to visit my good friend Allan. I think he's a master at mental training. He's really good at that. I learned a lot from him during the last fight camp. So really looking forward to see him later and also to jump into the co-plunge.
Lena.
Ian, how long have you known Lena?
Wow, maybe 10 years maybe.
Since Lena got long hair, right?
Since Lena was a girl.
Comments?
Actually, I know about recovery, but I don't know that much until I met you.
Yes,
Like
I
you
understand.
truly taught me how important it is to recover, to rest, so that during your fight camp, you are able to perform time after time.
Yes.
And it's not just like that one time.
Yeah.
It's, yes, like you
Consistency.
said, it's consistency.
Yeah. It's like
And-
the better your practice, the better you will be in sessions.
Yes.
If you haven't felt yourself in the best state, right,
yeah,
how can you perform at your best state or close to your best state in a actual setting?
Agree,
high-stake
agree.
environment. You get what I mean?
Yes,
If
yes.
you're always performing suboptimally in training, you think in fight, then you can suddenly perform at this level, man.
Yeah,
That's not
yes.
how it works, right?
correct.
You must always be
absolutely.
able to do better in training than in fight.
Agree.
Anyway, welcome to Sphere. I'm Allan, I'm the product person. So basically, anything that has to do with the way we approach training, the way we approach recovery, the philosophy behind the space, a bit of the design is all informed by me. Okay, so an example is, see the blue cage outside, yeah? When you guys are outside. later
Blue
we
cage,
can-
okay.
Yeah, the blue steel cage outside. When you're out, you look into the space, you can see action, you can see people moving, but it's kind of obscured by the blue cage. Okay? It's built there to kind of kickstart the process of intentionality. So the foundation of this brand is called Intention as Foundation. So basically
Okay.
that's the ethos. Everything here is done with intention, including design and the way we approach our modalities. So an example was that, right? When you want to look at what's really happening in the space, you have to take a few steps forward. Anytime you put time and effort into something, even if it's just walking a few steps forward, it's your commitment to a cause. Right now, if you walk up the stairs halfway already, you will not go down and go and take the lift. Most times you won't do that. You already put yourself into it. That's building intention. Okay? So we use design in that sense. When you come into the space, like this door, most times it's meant to be like almost closed. Also to build intention. Because a bit intimidating, looks heavy. Actually, there's a little bit of weight to it. When you need to open the door, also it's your commitment to the space. Because you put time and effort in terms of strength into opening a space. That's you committing a little bit more of yourself to the space. Now I want you to look at this logo. Okay? Move forward and back, left to right, and just observe if the logo has any changes.
The dimension change.
You
There's
can
the
see
S at a different,
like
at an angle.
it will rotate, right?
Yeah.
Okay? So this logo is built with like an optical illusion in mind to convey the message of constant motion. So in life, you think that there'll be a point you'll actually find balance, or you're constantly trying to balance. It's like standing on a balancing board.
Yep.
There'll be points where you find some sort of balance, but then you're back to balancing again. And that's kind of like life. You move, it moves with you. Does that make sense? It also conveys the message of equanimity, meaning centeredness in the shroud of chaos. It's like being in the eye of hurricane. Nothing changes in terms of volume. The structure doesn't change, but it just moves. But everything is still what it is, if that makes sense, in an abstract way. So these are some of the philosophies, the guiding philosophies of the space.
Nice.
Perpetual motion, equanimity, and we try to use the modalities as a way to express these things.
The intention is very strong.
Intention, you can see in design and in the explanation. So the grand vision for me, right, too, when I created this space, really self-actualization of myself and for people who come in here. To use this space as a means to be actualized and self-realized. Okay? So give it a try. Pull open the door and you understand what I mean. There's a bit of effort that's needed. It's not light, right?
It's not a light door.
It's not light door. Okay, it looks a bit intimidating also. So you see, if you put, it's like walking into a dark room. It's scary, but once you walk in, you'll want, okay, I'm gonna finish walking because you're in it already. Okay, so another thing that we built in here is tunnels. You see this is a constant feature here. Tunnels. Think, you all been in fights before. Backstage moment. You walk from backstage into the ring.
The same. It's the same feel.
Exactly.
It is.
So this is the moment where you get your head in the right space. What am I here for? You build the anticipation, you build the intention, and you set your mind to the objectives that you're here for today. Is it to train really hard? Is it to recover well? Is it to build mental resilience? Whatever. This is your time to do that 10 seconds.
Really?
So recreate that
the moment you say it.
So you can see we're building up this visceral feeling, you know? So I'm very particular about the language that we use here. I don't say it's a gym, I don't say it's training area, because it goes beyond training. When you're in here, you're performing. Performing means a higher state of mind when you're performing that activity. Okay? So this is the performance area. It's separated by this blue strip into a social area, and instead of just using design, we also use lighting to separate the space. Cooler lighting, warmer lighting, facilitates different or evokes different behavioral patterns. When you're in a warmer setting, it's a little cozier, you tend to want to socialize, you're a bit more comfortable. In the cool, like office lighting, that's why you go to office.
The white lights and everything.
Lights. They don't give you like warm light, because if not, you'll fall asleep. Instead, you feel a bit too comfortable. It's meant for you to be focused. Okay. Now there's this blue strip here. Blue is our company color, or the brand color. Okay. What blue represents is energy, intensity. Okay. You can see energy, intensity, and also like power to this space. So anytime you go across from here to there, it's like pop, a different dimension almost.
Okay.
There's this change in mindset just with this strip of blue. That makes sense. Yeah. So we use design to evoke and also build intention and change and influence behavioral patterns that way. So once you step into the space, this is the performance area. Everything's in white because we feel it's a bit.
It's very different from usual gyms.
Yeah,
this is white. I have never seen a white, like completely white gym.
The idea behind it really is to not be seen as a gym.
Yeah.
I don't actually call this place a gym. I call it a functional gallery.
Okay.
Okay. First, it's multi-hyphenated in terms of usage. It serves as an event space, serves as a training facility, also serves as a recovery facility, and a gallery all at the same time. So it's multi-hyphenated, hence functional gallery, because it's a performance movement. Hence gallery.
Okay,
right?
okay, I get it, I get
there's
it.
static art and there's dynamic art in the form of physical.
Like even in your performance gallery, I could see there's art piece at the
there's
corner.
art piece. So there's dynamic, there's also passive art in the space. Now as we move upstairs, you're going to go towards the recovery floor. It takes up most of the space in this facility. Actually, I think 2/3 of the space is allocated to recovery. So in this space, right, you can feel it's almost insulated from the first level already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
different.
And we are still in the midst of renovation actually. We're going to build like a glass sliding door here. Automated glass sliding door.
Okay.
So it insulates the sound even more.
I see,
So I
I
want people
see.
to come out here and feel like, oh, but you're in a completely different
Like another
dimension.
area.
Exactly. That's the whole. That's
Okay,
the whole
okay,
purpose
okay.
of it. So we have 3 contrast recovery suites here. 2 big ones and 1 slightly smaller one. The big one fits up to like 4 people. 3 will be very comfortable. 4 slightly tighter, but if they don't mind the
Yeah.
physical touch, it's okay. So hot and cold, sauna, inbuilt speakers, cold goes down to 3 degrees.
I love it, because most sauna is very deadpan and like quiet. But
Yeah.
this one, like I
can
could,
play, yeah.
I can play music and still.
Yeah, you have your own space. I think
Yeah.
there's a meditative aspect to use of such modalities. You know, it can be both communal, because when you're in a small group, it facilitates conversation in the space. But if you're alone, you're allowed to play your own music, guided meditation. You know, be with your own
Yeah,
thoughts.
I really love it.
Yeah, you do
It's
communal
amazing.
one. It's like everyone,
Yeah.
you don't know who they are.
Correct,
They are
correct.
having their own chatter. You have to kind of shut yourself from that. A bit difficult. Yeah, so we kind of provide the space for people who are looking for this sort of
It's very good
escape
to
line. Let's say.
reset. Like, I mean, today I had a whole mindset of coming in to reset my mind,
Yes.
reset my mental thinking, and this really
Really helps.
being
Really
inside,
helps.
sitting alone with just the music and then go plunge, it really reset my.
The music changes the game, right?
It really changed the game, you know.
Changes the game.
Yeah.
So a few ways you can use this to approach like recovery and also building mental resilience, right? Okay. You don't always have to see recovery as just purely for recovery. It's also a way for you to build things in the mind. Example is the use of the cold. Cold is a stressor. Okay, so if you regularly expose yourself to stressor, you adapt both physiologically and mentally. So now you have to first learn how to identify how you feel for that day. The more sensitive you are to your own condition, the better you are at regulating yourself in terms of training. You know how hard you can push.
Yep.
You know how easy you have to go today when you're sensitive enough. So let's say an example. I come in here, I'm feeling like an 8 out of 10. I'm ready to push. I want to build mental resilience today. I want to be mentally stronger in a couple of months leading up to a fight, and I want to use this as a modality. So I come in 8 out of 10, which means that your capacity for discomfort is going to be higher for that day. So you can stay in there a little bit longer to push your threshold a little bit so that you can hit the point of discomfort. Because if you're feeling very good, it takes a while before you're uncomfortable in the water.
Agreed,
So
agreed.
that's learning how to use the cold to be more sensitive to how you feel. That auto-regulates. So also, let's pull you back to, let's say, work, for example. You go into work, you're feeling like a 7 out of 10. Then you don't schedule 5 meetings in a day, like you schedule 2. So that you can smash 2 meetings rather than have 5 suboptimal meetings.
Correct, yeah.
It's the same with training.
Yes.
Now you can see how that translates to different domains of your life.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah. So that's what we're trying to do here, so people can learn how to regulate their own progress when it comes to building mental resilience, and know how important it is and how it can translate to other parts of their lives. Because it's a skill. Because there's a lot of it's like game phase mindset, right? Just go hard. You know, put your head down.
And train.
And train. But then to train hard, you need to be able to recover well.
Yeah.
You need to recover well so you can train hard, or train even harder than you might. Yeah. So people don't have a baseline of what it feels to be in an optimal state. You get what I mean? Because you always go into fights suboptimal. It's very normal.
Correct.
You know, injuries and stuff. What's a way where you can kind of reduce the chances of you getting injured, and for you to train at a higher pace so that you can perform a little bit higher? So it's like, this is how it looks like when you're training. It's like you go up and then down, up, down. How can your next trial be a bit higher than your previous trial? It's through recovering properly. Yeah, it's just like muscle building, same concept. And I feel like if you give your muscle rest when you're sore, why don't you give your body and your mind rest when you're tired from training? You know, usually people start session with just stretching, warm up, and dynamic warm up, right? I start the session with breathwork. I teach you how to visualize.
I remember, I remember with you, every time before we start a session, it's always, okay, we sit down, breath work, and then visualize what you're going to do for the day. Imagine you're in a fight, how you're going to feel before the ring. Yes.
Objective setting, once again, intention as foundation. Correct? You set your objective for something, you know what you're there for, you can path your plan and your route better.
Correct.
And you get more.
So from that, I bring that to work also.
Yep.
So like, we get the day, what I'm supposed to do, what's my intention for the day, task,
you get more done.
Yeah.
Exactly. Everyone has a mental plan when they start the day. People don't realize it, but they have. If you don't have the plan, you'll feel a bit off. You feel like you're always reacting.
Correct. And you're always chasing after the next.
So you're reacting to circumstances. So again, tunnel. Boom. So the last portion of this space is the float room, sensory deprivation.
Okay.
Usually used as a place for people to go through, to break through mental blocks. Creative blocks, mental blocks, extremely stressed, got stuff that they need to work on, doing shadow work, you know, stuff like that. So again, this kind of is that process for you to get your head in the right space. What am I here for? Are you prepared to confront maybe subconscious demons, for an example? Are you here to try to break through your creative block that you're facing at the moment, you know, or possibly unearth things that you didn't know was bothering you? You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's prepping yourself for that openness that's needed for a fruitful experience.
And your flotation is also different from
very different.
The usual flotation space.
Yes. Yeah, so we have a float pool instead of a float tank for now.
Are you looking at a tank also? But the float pool is...
on the way. The float pool, I find it's a little more accessible because a lot of people have like claustrophobia. They find it a bit too intense for them to be in a space. And I feel the barrier entry very high. You take a lot of practice before you can slip into the zone that's needed for a good experience.
Correct.
Being in an open lid first takes away the concern for claustrophobia. Second, it also takes away the uncertainty factor, because I just give you a goggle, you can keep the lights on, you know that anytime, some people are afraid of darkness.
Yeah.
You know that anytime you put your goggles on, you see light.
That will be,
That's an additional layer of safety, because you feel like, oh, okay, I have the option. Knowing that you have the option to come out of it makes it a lot safer.
It's really very different, because I told you I've went for flotation tank before, but then I couldn't last, I don't think I last for more than a few minutes, because it was really, you have to close the tank, and then I just felt very trapped in it. And because it's my first time.
Yeah, that's why I say the barrier to entry is very high.
Yes. I mean, it's supposed to be relaxing, but I felt a lot more stressed out trying to do that. But this is perfect, definitely.
So if you think about it, if you cannot even be comfortable, how can you explore your own thoughts? So
agree.
First, get in that, make it a conducive space. Not saying the floating doesn't work, because some people prefer that to be fortified. You know, fortified. Yeah. I just find this lowers the barrier to entry, makes it a little more accessible.
Maybe eventually I'll get to that
100%,
tank, but right 100%. Now it's that. Hi everyone, it is the 2nd of May, one day after Labor Day. Just finished training at Bless. Today, it's really sluggish. I think I don't know, I was so hero. I went to run 1 hour and a half yesterday. I also didn't get to train yesterday, so I thought that I could go for a long run just to move my body, get some sun, get the weight down. On the brighter side, I am only 3 kg more to go, on track for the weigh-in. Just that every day all I can think of is that I can't wait for the weigh-in, because after that I really want to eat some jam-filled donut. Like, donuts are my all-time favorite. like sour bomb donut, Ben and donuts. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm not gonna talk about it already. I'm really hungry. On the brighter side of things, tomorrow on leave. So like I always say, it's a luxury to train in the afternoon. So get to sleep in a little bit longer, get to train in the afternoon, and then I get to spend time with my partner. I don't know if you guys know, it's like every time when I go through fight camp, literally I have no time for anyone, not even my friends or my partner, because whatever free time I have, I just want to spend it resting. So tomorrow's gonna be a good day. Tomorrow, so the plan is to train in the afternoon and then spend some quality time with my partner, go walk the dogs. I feel like going to East Coast Park tomorrow. I think it'll be nice. Yeah, just really take it easy, enjoy the day, and yeah. See you guys next week then.